I had to forget something. My goodness. Okay. I told Zach this is my third time doing this, and he's like, I thought you've done a lot of the series. I'm like, yeah, but it's only the third time via Zoom. So, okay, I'll make sure there's no one else in the room waiting. Okay, all right, I'm gonna try that again. Okay, well, now he knows what song we're doing. I was born a dogwood flower. I would listen to you talk for hours. You would keep me in your room. And oh, you should have seen me bloom. I became a great magnolia. I was there the summer you stole your heart and wore that necklace your sister made. And oh, you should have seen my shade. I became a thunderstorm, came rolling in without warning. You soaked the wedding dress you wore. And oh, you should have heard me roar. I became that whole damn mountain. Every summer you were counting down. Every year and month and week. No, you should have seen me at my peak. I became the great green world, watched you raise your little girl, teach her everything you learn. And oh, you should have seen me turn. You should have seen me turn. And oh, you should have seen me turn.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That was the perfect choice of a song.
Thank you. It was actually my second choice, and I went against it. But I'm not going to say what my first choice was because I want to see if you play it or not.
Oh, that's funny.
But
I'm I'm not exaggerating when I say that that is the first public performance of any of my songs by another person in my
oh,
entire life, I think.
yay!
Which is pretty cool. I appreciate that.
Fantastic. Gold star for me.
It's that time of year too, right? Like April, May. I grew up in rural Virginia, and yeah, that's where all that sensory memory comes from.
What is that? I didn't catch the name of that song. What is it called?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't have to name my songs because I don't put out any records, you know. Sweet.
Working title. I was like, is it You Should Have Seen Me? I don't know.
I think when I write it on a set list, I would call it Dogwood Flower.
Perfect. That's better.
But
Yay, awesome. What part of Jana and I have been talking a lot about Virginia. What part did you grow up in?
I grew up in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is a special place. Um, South Central Virginia sounds a little more sort of badass than it actually is.
Definitely, definitely.
You know, the Appalachian Mountains, they're about 5 minute drive away.
That's awesome.
Well, that's a very unusual feeling. I've never heard anybody do that.
Hey, it's good, right?
Is it my turn now?
It's your turn, yeah.
This is my favorite part. This is the only reason I'm doing this whole thing.
My favorite part too.
Because I'm by myself. I get to make my own choices. I'm going to do whatever I want. And I apologize in advance for all the chords, but I don't have to play with anybody else. So I'm really excited about this. This is one of my favorite songs, full stop. I love this song. Freeze the sailor in a moment. Be kind and choose the one he loves the most. How he wishes he could hold that ghost. How he wishes he was breathing. Trees of winter standing still no more. The brittle season of the wind and storm. Watching fields behind the country store. He swore he'd last another winter. Now I'm wishing I could fly. I would give it away. Wishing I could fly. I would give it away. I would give it away. We used to watch him working on his bow. Shining skin, we'd pass him on the road. Kept his head down in a sailor's clothes. An awesome sight when he was younger. He smoked and spoke with just a slight breath left. With just the violins and coronets. Ancient green and angled close to death. A knot in place of all the hardness. Now I'm wishing I could fly. I would give it away. Wishing I could fly. I would give it away. I would give it away. You know he didn't touch the earth that day. He didn't even touch the earth that day. I didn't even touch the earth that day. Freeze the sailor in a moment. Be kind and choose the one he loved the best. How he wishes he could feel his chest. How he wishes he was breathing. Come on.
Oh my god! Oh, that was gorgeous.
That was really fun to do.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. I had to put the headphones on and listen real good to that one. Um, I think you all know Zachariah produced that song and all of the songs on the new record. And oh my God, we had such a blast. We had such a time working together. It's magical. Everybody loves what we did.
That's true. That was a really special session. That was a lot of fun.
I want to do it again all the
Yeah.
time.
No?
Here, let's go. I wish. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh,
It was really fun.
yes, so many chords. I learned several chords from your song. I was so intimidated. I told Jana, I told Heather, I was like, oh God, this is hard. And I figured it out. I was really, really pleased with myself.
Heck yeah, that was killer.
Uh, Zach was very kind to me in the studio when I was saying what the chords were for songs, and there are two chords that I play that I don't know the actual names, so I make up fake names for them. And bless his heart, he would just call the chords by their fake names to help me out. So thank you for that.
That's the only way to do it.
It's whatever, however it works. Okay. Jeremy wants to know what the fake names are. Let's see. Okay, there's this. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I got it. So this one, so it's like, uh, this one I call it's a big C, little W for weird. It's not a C at all, but I'll play it with the C, like always after it or before it. So I call it the big C, little W, and then and then this one is the big F, no, big D, little d. That's right. Because it's kind of a D, but it's not. Um, and then I don't think we played this one in the studio, but this one I call like, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Those were the two though. See, CW. It looks good. um, Okay, so I just moved pretty recently. I've been in here about a month, maybe, gosh, a month and a half now. And while I was moving, it was a very daunting task. I had 2 months to move, which of course means it's going to take you 2 months to move. And so for a while I was just trying to like do anything, put anything in boxes, like make some sort of movement. And so I had boxes of books in my living room, and I was looking at one of the boxes of books, and several titles that were in my view made their way into this song, and it's called Harpo Speaks, which is the name of Harpo Marx's autobiography, and it is one of my favorite things I've ever read. It is a true delight. So here's Harpo Speaks. Oh yeah, and that will be on your bingo card. Strip the night of broken bricks, the calendar, the politics. It's as quiet as it gets. Show me what you look like in the dark. Morning comes to break us in. We smooth the sheets and try again. Give the wheel another spin. Give another new year to the spark. The giving tree, the missing piece. The sidewalk ends and harpo speaks. The innocence of subtlety. The tall tales of a heart. Entertain astrology and daydream in the driver's seat. Just leave it incomplete. Write it down on every other line. The energy and eloquence. A summer day, a future tense. I don't know what it meant. The pen was in my hand and I had to sign. The giving tree, the missing piece. The sidewalk ends and harpo speaks. The innocence of tragedy. The tall tales of a heart. We'll write this one apart. The giving tree, the missing piece. The sidewalk ends and harpo speaks. The innocence of vacancy. The tall tales of a heart. We'll write this one apart. We'll write this one apart. Thank you. Do you guys know all those books? Whoop.
Hi. That's fantastic. I know a handful of those books, but I don't know the astrology one.
Oh, that was not a book. I mean, I'm sure that's a book somewhere. Yeah, it's the Giving Tree, The Missing Piece, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and How
Yeah.
Yeah, I like kids' books.
As you should.
Yeah, they're delightful. They're delightful, especially when John D. Graham reads them on Facebook Live. Yay! What you got?
Is it my turn? It's always a battle when you play piano because if you put the screen here, people get mad because they can't see your hands. And if you put the screen over here, they get mad because you're not looking at them. So just come on.
Nobody here will get mad.
Work with me here. I don't really play this on the piano very much, but this is a song of mine. It's called Shelf Life. Here for a minute and gone in a flash. this beautiful wreckage, all that's left from the crash. The diamonds of windshield, this battered up frame, the smell of the fires are all that remain. You say that this can't be real, this is not how I feel, I'm not in on the joke. You look around for the strings, the impossible thing that shows it's all just a hoax. But there's no one inside, no driver behind, no one's in control. Well, there's no way to cry, let me off of this ride, I don't wanna go. There's no second chance, no live audience to cheer or to boo. There's no twister to Oz, no thunderous applause. There's only you need to get up and do this yourself-ish. Heart does no good on the shelf. Life expires and time's running out. It's time to get up. Women and children, they all got off just fine. If you squint in the distance, you can see the shoreline. You're bailing out water, you're trying to think. This beautiful vessel headed down in the drink. You say you don't understand, this is not what you planned, you thought it all was arranged. No one gave you the script, now you're stuck reading lips, but the language has changed. There's no one behind, no driver inside, no one's in control. There's no way to cry, let me off of this ride, I don't wanna go. There's no second chance, no live audience to cheer or to boo. There's no twister to Oz, no thunderous applause. There's only you need to get up and do this yourself-ish. Heart does no good on the shelf. Life expires and time's running outside. The world keeps on running away. Out isn't coming your way. There is nothing to do but to do it again. It's time to get up. Thank you very much, all you silent applauders.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so many of those lines. I'm like, ooh, that line, ooh, that line, ooh, that line. Oh my gosh. My friend Kate mentioned loving the wordplay. I was already thinking about Kate, the chorus of that song. So Kate will really appreciate this. Man, wow.
Found
Um,
one.
the no Twister to Oz, no Thunder Safari.
Yeah, there's.
The script and the reading lips line. Man, that was great.
Thanks, Shawnee.
Other people were thinking Kate was especially gonna love that one. Fantastic. Um, Make sure y'all to Kate's live stream for her record release is coming up on May 14th. Coming up soon. Be sure to tune into that. Kate, maybe pop a link into the comments there. And thank you, Joanna, for putting tip information in. We love that. Um, I have a cat that eats a tremendous amount of prescription cat food. um, but really, we were thrilled to have y'all here.
Very much.
Okay, I was really excited to play this one, and I was really glad that I hadn't played it yet in this series. Zach has heard this one. I had an idea for a song, and I thought maybe this would be a good co-write between he and I. So he said I could send him the idea, and all I had was kind of a guitar part and like sort of a lyrical something. Um, but so I was like, okay. So I went to like describe it or like write it down. And it's like, oh, the description sounds a little bit lyrical, and I thought it was real clever. So I sang a verse of the song, saying what I was doing in the song and what I wanted where the song to go. Anyway, you'll see how it all works out. But this is one of the most clever things I've done. And as often happens when I ask someone for a co-write, it's for a song that I have to turn in maybe the next day or in a couple days. So it doesn't always work out that it can um, immediately manifest. So anyway, that will all be made clear. But this is called "Right with You." Right. Okay. Oh, I was trying to, let's see, hide self view, spotlight for everyone. I don't know. Never mind. Okay. Okay. I had a good idea. It made me think of you. Question answer thing, and you and I would sing it through. I'll lay the structure out. I only have the verse. As far as lyrics go, I only know the rhyme and word. I ask a question here, you answer back to me. I ask another one, and then you answer back, you see. I think it's kinda cool. I don't know where it goes. There's not a second part. The chords are weird, so I don't know. No, I don't know. Where could it go? Keep the O. Maybe slow it down a bit. Maybe you hear a thing because you're super smart. And would you want to sing the question or the answer part? Maybe we trade them off. Maybe they're twice as long. I tend to feel with just a few words that I've got 'em wrong. But then again, if you can get it right with just a few, it makes you feel like there's mute. Zach. Oh, somebody else is. Sorry, I heard a dog. Okay, I'm gonna let this person in while we're at a. Never mind. Okay. Where could it go? Chords I don't know, but you can show me something new. You always do. Where could it go? How could it grow? Oh, a double chorus gets it through. Gets it through. Maybe tags it too. So that's the new idea that made me think of you. I've got to have it in tomorrow, but this draft will do. Buying time to do it right with you. I wanna write with you. If you're inspired to. Thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry, I blamed the dog on Zach. I didn't know where else that would have come from. I thought maybe it was Jumbles. Yeah. Zach, do you want to unmute?
There you go. Thank you. It was me.
Oh,
It was Jumbles that ran into the room suddenly. So I don't want anyone else to take the blame. I have an 11-month-old basset hound puppy, and boy is he cute, but he is poorly behaved, especially in the evening time.
I loaded Nana's dish up. I'm amazed that we haven't heard her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that song. I feel like you could spend a lot of time working out other bands' music in a similar fashion.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or something. Like play the 1 to the 5 to the 6 to the 4 and talk about California. Hit's a hit. You know, no problem.
Could be a whole. It could be a viral series.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had fun. I had fun.
I'd forgotten completely about that. That's awesome. I gotcha. I got a thing.
Right.
Sorry, I still want to do the Chili Peppers thing. You play the 1 to the 5 to the 6 to the 4 California. It's basically an entire multi-million-dollar career. Okay,
More interesting than the science.
it's true. Um, I this doesn't come up often in my professional life anymore, but I went to jazz college. I went to college for jazz. I'm a double bassist by training, and I never actually learned how to play jazz guitar, and not really at all. But I learned just enough to like sing songs, and try to impress girls. I call it bedroom jazz. It's not really jazz. People look at that and they're like, that's terrible, but you know, it's good enough at a campfire kind of thing. Um, this is my bedroom jazz song that I wrote. Your heart is not casually dressed. It has your mom's pearls on, like it's expecting guests. I hope that you notice I compare with the rest. Your heart is not casually dressed. Your smile takes its hat off on trains. It chews with its mouth closed. It dresses for planes. I hope that you notice that I do the same. Your smile takes its hat off on trains. I thought for a while that I'd tempted fate. Maybe I was born a little too late. But then I met you, I could suddenly see I was meant for you. We're a dying breed. Your heart is so hard to impress, but my shoes are all shined. My trousers are pressed. You wear the skirt, honey, I'll wear the vest. Your heart is not casually dressed. Oh no, your heart is not casually dressed.
I would take that over most. That was fantastic.
So, if you can't get by on good looks, you got to get by on charm, right?
Some people have it all. Oh my goodness. That was awesome.
I like that guy.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I like being genuinely surprised when there's only 5 songs and that's all I've been practicing for 5 days, but you know. Um, Well, Zach has some gorgeous songs and some quirky songs, and he also has a few just downright silly songs. So I wanted to play a whimsical, silly, fun song that I wrote. No story to it whatsoever. It just popped into mind, and I liked it. So it's called I'm a Little Exorcist. And actually, when I wrote it, I've never seen The Exorcist, but I just associate The Exorcist with that terrifying girl. Um, and so I had some fun wordplay that pertained to her as opposed to, I think Kate maybe was the one to tell me that The Exorcist is actually the person like dealing with not the person with it. So anyway, I think it still works out. It's okay. I'm a little exorcist who, boo. I'm a little exorcist, boo hoo. I'm a little exorcist new. You, I'm a little exorcist. exorcist, who knew? I'm a little exorcist, few do. I'm a little exorcist, who are you? I'm a little exorcist. When it all comes tumbling down, when it all comes tumbling down, I am not a scientist, but I insist I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exorcist, blame, game. I'm a little exorcist, shame, shame. I'm a little exorcist, fame came, 'cause I'm a little exorcist. When it all comes tumbling down, when it all comes tumbling down, I am a protagonist with a twist. I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exorcist, woo, woo. I'm a little exorcist, coo, coo. I'm a little exorcist through and through. I'm a little exorcist. When it all comes tumbling down, when it all comes tumbling down, I'm a little exor looking through your specs, for I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exor Tyrannosaurus Rex, or I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exor what you write the checks for. I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exorcist. I'm a little exorcist. Thank you. I don't know if her is there a scene in there? Is there a scene in there where her head is like twisting around or something? I don't know. Anyway, I was real proud of that one, and yeah.
There sure is a scene where her head is twisting around, and she is definitely not the exorcist, but the exorcised.
Yes.
But I like your version a lot better. That's very entertaining. The protagonist with the twist. All right, I gotcha. I'll meet you with weird stories for no reason.
Okay.
That's a power supply, but we're okay. Um, I'm not a parent. I don't have children, but I like to write children's songs that are just vaguely inappropriate for children to listen to. I think it's very entertaining. It's not. It's not like. How do I get this back to the other view? It's not. It's not like there's no fun in just like gross out words and cursing. You have to make it just a little bit uncomfortable so that the age appropriateness doesn't fly, and basically no one wants to listen to it. I just think that's really funny, personally. This is a little story that I wrote for no reason. I'm sure you've heard of thirsty Myrtle, most thirsty woman in the world. She'd drink any little thing that caught her eye. Her glass was always dry. All the townsfolk, they remember at the ballpark last September. Thirsty Myrtle drank everybody's tea. It was quite a sight to see. Some say Myrtle was born a Viking when they took her backpack hiking. Thirsty Myrtle made everybody scream. When thirsty Myrtle drank the stream. And so did the townsfolk, and all the squirrels, all the otters, all the turtles. They had to make a plan before it got too late. What if Myrtle drank the lake? And so they gathered all their monies, all their walnuts, all their honeys. And they gave Myrtle what she would love the most. A beach house on the coast. When Myrtle saw it, she smiled wide, her eyes as big as apple pies. She was as thirsty as she would ever be. The first time Myrtle saw the sea. There you go. It's a feel-good hit of the summer.
The guitar part, it's just so like.
I'm not sure what gig I'm supposed to play Thirsty Myrtle at, but it's probably this one.
This one, for sure. Yeah. Well, that's what's been so fun about this for me is so many of these songs I would never pull out at a gig, and so super grateful to all these fine folks for letting me do that. So, I don't. Do you have your last two songs planned yet?
Nope.
No. Okay. The you can think about it. The one of my very favorite songs of yours is the octopus song. I actually learned first. I couldn't believe it. I was so intimidated by that guitar part, and I got it. But if you felt like it, you could do that and tell that story. But no pressure at all.
You got it.
I will immediately move on to my next song. This one, I am going to post this to my Patreon page tomorrow. It's been on my to-do list for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't done it quite yet. It is called The Fool. Needs to be paying attention. There will be a bingo winner, either this time or the next time. Yes, okay. Jim, get ready to shout bingo. Okay, I've asked you to unmute. Can you unmute? All right, let's
Got
hear
it. Bingo.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yay! Awesome. Congratulations, Jim. can talk about a prize because I realized this afternoon I don't know what that is. So why don't we'll message and we'll figure it out. Something that I have that you would like to have.
Her.
Awesome. Yay. Thanks for playing. Okay. Okay. So this song is called The Fool. I had a really fun crew of people in Bellingham, Washington. Real creative crew. They were always doing the like independent theater stuff and music, and there was a lot going on. And they had a big communal house, and they would have potlucks there and stuff. And one particular night they did. The theme was to bring embarrassing media from your youth to this potluck to share with the crew. Which was really fun. I brought, oh my gosh, hang on. I forgot, I actually have this thing. Let me see if I can find it super quick. Yes, okay. So this was one of the things that I brought. My favorite things. And I think the really funny page in here was, okay, so this was, oh my God, it was 1993. You're thinking 1993. And, okay, where is it? Okay, so this is Noxema. My favorite smell is the pepperminty smell of Noxema. Maybe if I tell my children to put a container of Noxema under my nose at my funeral, I'll come back alive. So that was one thing that I brought to this meeting. Ooh, look at this, a pretty good, I was a big Nintendo nerd. And the other thing I brought was, I had sealed up a letter I had written to Daniel Johns from Silverchair, who I was in love with. I had written him a letter and sealed it up and then not sent it because I didn't have anywhere to send it to. And so I opened it up like 15 years later at this party and read this letter. It was fantastic. Anyway, beside the point. One of the guys at the house, his name is Mike Matthew, and he's still in Bellingham doing awesome things. And he told, it was a poem that he had written called The Fool, and I think it was about a girl that he was maybe in love with, and he had this real dramatic poem about the fool. So took that, and may or may not have had quite the crush on him at the time as well. So that may find its way in here. You're the fool from that story I heard, who knows love can't be held by the walls of a word, who knows joy can't be promised, not even by her. This too is past. I'm the fool with a world inside, where laughter is beauty with no sense to hide. My eyes never closed and my tongue never tied. Outside it's different. You're the fool, but you couldn't fool me into thinking there's anything else to believe but the truth that I'm breathing and like what I see. It's rain and rivers. You're taking the stage and I'm taking it in. I wish we could sleep in each other's warm skin, just to know the feeling. I wish I had already made it till morning, and I could pretend that I didn't want this, but as long as I'm here, I will love without warning. Ain't that the way it is? You're the fool from the stories of old. Your spirit was brave and your poetry bold. We were all taught that love meant to have and to hold. We all learned different. I'm the fool on the hillside with you. I laugh when I don't know what else I should do. I worry the others have noticed it too. It's hard to hide it. I wish I had already made it till morning, and I could pretend that I didn't want this, but as long as I'm here, I will love without warning and take it for granted that's all that it is. And if I had already found rest till the morning, I still would remember your hand on my knee. And as long as I'm here, I will love without warning. You got the best of me. You're the fool from that story I heard, who knows love can't be borrowed or lost or deserved. And nothing's forever, not even for her. Thank you. Thanks so much. I think that song was from 2009, maybe, something like that. Oh, sorry, Zach. Sorry.
That's okay. You're the boss of me.
Well, it's only fair. We switch now. We take turns.
Exactly. I like that one a lot. 2009. Got it.
Yeah. It's fun to I like to go back in old journals and try to find kind of what I was writing about at the time. Like I remember what apartment I was living in, stuff like that. It's fun to go back and explore.
It's funny how you hate every apartment you're living in until you go back and think about the songs you wrote in them, and you're like, oh, that was a great place. I love that place.
Yeah. I was just reminiscing. My friend Jen and I lived in that particular apartment together, and we got a bat in the apartment one night somehow. I don't know how it happened, but it was just flying back and forth. It was just like I guess between like the kitchen and then there's a little doorway into like the living room kind of, and it was just like frantically flying around, and we were laughing so hard and also like terrified, like hiding behind a chair and like calling our boyfriends at the time because they were best friends, and they're like, we can't hear you. It's a bad connection. Like they just hung up on us. Like we are not coming to rescue you right now. You're fine.
I'm sure they meant to say it's a bat connection. Okay. Stupid. So stupid. Um, Shawnee, I'm opening up the chat. I'm going to respect your suggestion. Which there's two, I got two songs, right? That's the move. You guys want to hear Rowdy or Sweet? First person to chat decides. Rowdy. Okay, whoever Jeremy. Guys, that's fast. You can type faster than I can think.
I had a feeling that's what this crowd would want.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a little more wine for that.
I will probably make mistakes on this because I wrote a complicated song. I was, come on. A while back, I was a date at a very large, very boring medical event, like a 1,000-person fundraiser, high money thing, and I felt incredibly weird and out of place, which isn't normal, but usually I can kind of bluster my way through it. And I remember there's a band playing, and I'm shouting at the people at the table, and they're like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a musician." And they're like, "We're all physicians. What kind?" I'm like, "Oh man, this is brutal. This is a brutal night." So I wrote a song about it. I helped run a songwriting retreat on a little island in Lake Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire. And I wrote this, but because I'm a genius, I got Rachel Price from Lake Street Dive to sing it for me. But she's not here, so you're stuck with me. I think it's way funnier from a dude, but she was really definitely better. Okay, I gotcha. Let's try this. I got this. No problem. Come on. You keep looking over your shoulder, checking out who's paying attention. I'm not here for my company. I'm here so that you'll make an impression. Well, I'm so sorry that having thoughts and opinions is proving to not be that fun. I'm sorry that you're disappointed that I'm more than your plus one. I'm not your arm candy if that's what you want. Arm candy, everything that I'm not. You say, keep your mouth shut and just look hot. I'm not your arm candy, your arm candy, I'm not. Now you're looking anxious and flustered, worried that somebody might see. Used to always having the last word, and not someone that disagrees. But I know what I'm thinking and feeling, and I think that this is not for me. I feel like you better look elsewhere if you want an accessory. 'Cause I'm not your arm candy if that's what you want. Arm candy, everything that I'm not. You say, keep your mouth shut and just look hot. I'm not your arm candy, your arm candy, I'm not. I don't really play the piano. I'm not looking for your affection. I'm not anyone's confection. 'Cause I'm not your arm candy, that's what you want. Arm candy, everything that I'm not. You say, keep your mouth shut, just look hot. Well, I'm not your arm candy, arm candy. I'm not arm candy, more bitter than sweet. Arm candy, probably rot your teeth. You say, keep your mouth shut and just sort of.
That is delightful and hilarious and amazing.
You like that Disney modulation in there? Ooh, that's my favorite.
That was awesome. I love it when you're like, it's like the piano's playing itself and you're like trying to hold it together. That's great.
Um, this piano actually, a friend of mine offered it to me right before the pandemic. He was like, "Hey man, I have a free Steinway." Okay. He's like, "But it's a player piano, grand piano Steinway. So this piano actually plays itself, but it's all broken, so it only plays 30% of the notes. So when you put on like Rhapsody in Blue, it is terrifying, Shawnee. It is the scariest, most awful thing you've ever heard. It just and the keys move on their own, and it's just like a broken, sad version of Gershwin. Oof, I don't know. It's pretty bad.
Oh, wow. That was a lot of information for me to take in just
So,
now.
yep, I do that.
Goodness. Wow. Oh, yeah. Call it Little Exorcist.
Exactly.
um, um, before I forget, I wanted to I'm trying to remember the details and I don't remember exactly, but you brought a bass that you played on, I don't know, was it Blue Moonshine? That had a really cool history. It was
Oh
the,
yeah.
yeah, what was that instrument?
Oh, I have. It's my my Cadillac upright bass that is super nice, and I don't really bring it on like gigs as much. I mostly just bring it to recording sessions. Um, but it was built in 1936, and it was a session bass that was owned by the ABC Orchestra. So it was on thousands of really famous recordings, and bassists would stash instruments in different studios, and they would just kind of swap. Um, so that bass that was on your record was on White Christmas, the Bing Crosby track. Um, it was on. My favorite is that it was on Georgia on My Mind, the Ray Charles RCA recording. It was the bass on that track. Come on, that's cool.
Wow, that is so cool. Oh my gosh.
It's neat. It's neat that you can see pictures of it. It's cool.
I want to see pictures of it. That's so cool. Um, yeah, it was great that I got that I didn't know stuff like that beforehand. It was fun to like, hey Shawnee, we're gonna live track this with a band. I'm like, really? Okay. And hey Shawnee, this bass was on ABC's White Christmas. Okay, cool. Um, anyway, it was awesome. Okay, well I will play one more song. I will play one more song. And so this last song I committed to our set list well before it was done. This was just a little seedlet of a song when we talked on Friday, and I put it on that bingo card. It's called Pearl Barley, the working title. And I think you know Rachel Reese, yes?
Yep.
Yeah. Rachel Reese is a fantastic singer songwriter, beautiful person, artist. I adore her. Um, and she is on Patreon. And she posted a track from the studio, and she left a little bit of banter at the end of that track. And the very last thing on the recording, they were talking about dinner was coming up. Um, and someone said, I brought soup and bread and pearl barley. And I thought that was divine. And so I immediately that seed was planted. And it reminded me of our time in the studio, and we ate really well. That was an important part of it, to make sure that we all sat down to a nice dinner together every night that was catered from a local kitchen. Um, And yeah, that just resonated a lot with me. So I kind of tried to maybe capture some of our time in the studio and hope that it would maybe resonate with Rachel with her experience. I'll have to ask her if I succeeded in that. But so this was just finished yesterday and posted onto Patreon yesterday, I think. Got soup and bread and pearl barley. I got soup and bread and pearl barley. I got soup and bread and pearl barley. Nothing in this world to starve me. Soup and bread and pearl barley. I've been asked to sing and asked to listen. I've been asked to sing and asked to listen. I've been asked to sing and asked to listen. Watched it bloom to soft fruition. Asked to sing, asked to listen. Hallelujah. In the sweet release, I'm broken open. In the sweet release, I'm broken open. In the sweet release, I'm broken open. Found a chest to put my cloak in. Sweet release, I'm broken open. In the wind, the words, the wooden wire. In the wind, the words, the wooden wire. In the wind, the words, the wooden wire. Hearts flushed open round a fire. Wind and words and wood and wire. Singing birds and bones and constellations. Singing birds and bones and constellations. Singing birds and bones and constellations. Seen clean through the eyes of patience. Birds and bones and constellations. I got soup, bread, and pearl barley. I got soup, bread, and pearl barley. I got soup, bread, and pearl barley.
Yeah, Shawnee.
Yeah, so much. It looks like the chat has found Jumbles.
Oh, I should. Yeah. Well,
As
um,
you should.
Jumbles is much more handsome than I am. He's a lot more fun to follow on the internet than me. um, he is too ill-behaved to come out at the moment, though. Shawnee, this has been so much fun. Thank you for having me. What a rare and unexpected treat.
No, this was a rare and unexpected treat. I really absolutely
I am, as per your request, going to sing this song. Close enough. All right, check it out. I thought about this for years because I wanted somebody to write this song, and then I figured out I could write the song. That's how songs work. I learned about this animal like 10 years ago, and it freaked me out and stuck with me for years. There's an animal in the Indian Ocean. It's called the mimic octopus. Have you heard about this thing? It's little. Octopuses are crazy animals. It's crazy. Probably came from space. The mimic octopus, when it's scared or feels threatened, it can change its entire body. It'll change its shape and its color, and it'll mimic whatever is attacking it. It'll mimic something that they're scared of. So it'll like turn its body into like a sea snake, or it'll like burrow a little hole and like imitate an anemone. It's crazy. It's a crazy video. I didn't make this up. But what is especially crazy is that the mimic octopus, it mimics like 21 species that they've counted, but we only know what 16 of them are. So the octopus is mimicking species that we haven't discovered yet. That is terrifying. That's a crazy thing. So I wrote a song about that animal, the very lonely octopus. Not from the like, hey, I feel threatened, but what if they were just really, really lonely? So this is the saddest song ever written about a cephalopod. This is called The Lonely Moctopus. As our friend Dietrich Strauss pointed out, the guitar part also looks like a little octopus crawling around the guitar. It's a pain in the butt, as Shawnee can tell you. It's so dark down here under the sea. There's so many things that are scary and mean. I watch you glide by, the light on your tail. The beautiful colors, the patterns of scales. I just want to hold you in all of my arms. I just want to love you and keep you from harm. But you never notice, you just swim away. So I guess down here I'll stay. I'll just become you. I'll just become you. Well, you could live here with me in the rocks, or leave this ocean behind, hitch a ride and climb up the docks. Well, I'll never lie or leave or mistreat you. I'll stay by your side, I won't try and eat you. I just want to hold you in all of my arms. I just want to love you, keep you from harm. But you never notice, you just swim away. So I guess down here I'll stay. I'll just become you. I'll just become you. It's lonely, all this being alone. 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 I'll just become you.
God, it's so precious.
It's the octopus feel good hit of the summer right there, folks.
Zach, where can people find you or follow your many shenanigans or got anything you wanna?
I'm everywhere and impossible to focus on any one particular thing. Um, you know, the internets are there. I don't have any of these songs really recorded, but people have put them in places. But you can see me eventually when the world opens again, with a number of artists, with Josh Ritter, with Rose Cousins, and with my own band Barn Star, which is super show-offy, rowdy bluegrass band that I think you'd probably like. It's hard not to like. But I will get some of this music recorded at some point, I promise, and I'll let you know, Shawnee.
Well, thank you so much. This is so amazing that this got to happen. I'm so,
Yeah.
so pleased.
Thank you so much. I love you. You're one of my very, very favorite people. I sure appreciate you having that.
Back at you. Awesome. All right.
Hi,
Bye.
guys.